particularly Latino immigrants. One of the things that we would hope to see is a comprehensive immigration policy reform in this country. And I know you've been speaking up for a piecemeal, that is a step-by-step, more or less, reform. One of the things I would like to suggest is that while security is being enforced and strengthened on the border, that at the same time, we work on the other end with those immigrants who've been in this country. They're already on this side of the border and have been here for many years with their families, raising their families. Their children don't know any other country than this country here. Why can't we work on that end at the same time that we're working on border issues? That's the question I would like to put to you.
Did everybody hear the question? Should I repeat it or repeat it? Basically, Pastor is basically, I was advocating for a comprehensive approach to immigration, and probably different than what the House step-by-step approach is being proposed. That we have a lot of young people that have come into this country that would not probably even know where their original place of birth was, that they have been Americanized. And that something needs to be addressed there as we go through the security part of it. I think we have to look at what's possible, okay? And we've had several visits, several people here. We've had in our office meeting with CCI and Organizing for America, and I think we can have a very good discussion and try to move the agenda. The American people overwhelmingly say we've got to secure the border first. There's also going to be, in the step-by-step approach in the House, Leader Cantor is putting forth legislation talking about KIDS Act, basically, to address exactly what you're talking about with the young people. And I think those things can move. Overwhelmingly, the American people want the border secured first. And that is, how do you define that is very difficult. What kind of metrics do you have in place to say that, in fact, operationally, it is secure? I don't want to have a war zone along the border. I don't want 20,000 more Border Patrol people down there. I don't think that's, in spending $50 billion, quite honestly, if you have that kind of a price tag, with the pressure there is on the budget today, I don't see that ever happening. I think we've got to do it smart. We've got to find ways that will actually be effective, and then to address what you're talking about. But we all understand the system is broken, whether you talk about seasonal workers, when you talk about high-tech, STEM-type jobs that are here, all of those things need to be addressed. The young people have great empathy. In my old district, I mean, I had Postville in it, at Marshalltown, at Perry. I'm very sensitive to the issue. And that's why we've got to have a continuing dialogue and to see if we can actually accomplish something that addresses what you're talking about, but also certainly the border security issue is very important. So, yes.
Well, my name is Judy Wolf, and I've lived in Ankeny since 1972. Certainly, I've seen this community change from an Italian immigrant community, coal miners. My own grandparents immigrated to this country about 100 years ago, and here I'm standing today, life of privilege. So I'm glad you opened it with questions about the economy, because it's very appropriate that we're in the Nevlin Lunch Center, which is our senior center here in town. As I left my townhouse this morning, I had one group of immigrant laborers mowing the lawn and taking care of the grounds. I had another group of immigrant laborers picking up my trash and my recycling. I had yet another group of immigrant laborers fixing our gutters and the siding of our townhome. So as we we are getting older, as you mentioned, the baby boomers, and we're in a process of aging here in the United States, without a path to citizenship for immigrants from many countries, how on earth are we going to sustain our economy and be able to take care of ourselves? I can't fix the gutter anymore. Bob can't fix the gutter anymore. Somebody's got to fix it. We need a legitimate path of stopping the black market economy. We need a legitimate path for the income of all of our immigrants to be taxable and, you know, for them to receive the benefits of that. I don't see how we can support our economy in this country if we don't have a clear path to citizenship.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I would just like to state, that I'm helping people with their citizenship test. And one of the questions, there's more than one question on the citizenship test. What is the supreme law of the land? It's the Constitution. And also, no one is above the rule of law. So the politicians, everyone has to abide by the laws of the United States. So people need to, the borders need to be secured, and people need to follow the rules for coming into the United States to become citizens. They can't just come here and not tell the truth and come here.
Well,
This country was founded upon the Constitution and telling the truth.
I didn't hear a question. Did